So how long time did you live here?
Well, not always right here, right on this spot, but by the Con Ed building for the last 8.5 years or so. Most of the people who are here, around here right now, are basically summer campers.
Okay.
They don't come around until the weather gets warm, and then they cause me no end of problems. You know, the police keep coming by here. They don't. Actually, what they usually do,
right? You guys
the police, is they say, okay, everybody's got to move but him. Since I can't walk anyway, so.
Oh, you can't walk?
I have a paralyzed leg. I can walk, but it's extremely painful and difficult. So I don't do it as as much as I probably should.
So what about in the winter? I mean, you must be freezing your ass off.
No, actually, this past winter when we had the largest snowfall that's been in New York since they've recorded snowfall, I was comfortable. It fell on top of me, but the plastic, you pull the plastic over, and it was 55 degrees under here. It was quite comfortable. Actually, I have trouble getting when I get indoors. I have to leave the window open. I don't like rain. Snow doesn't bother me. Rain I don't like. Rain I get wet. Last night I got wet. I could do my my homage to the comedian George Carlin for you here.
Okay.
You know how people say shit happens. You know, shit happens. Shit happens. Shit happens. Well, if shit happens and you feel like shit, does that make you a happening guy? Let's think about this for a moment. And if it does make you a happening guy, well then I guess you don't feel like shit anymore, do you? Yeah. In which case, if you don't feel like shit, then you're not happening. Only one thing to say to that, and that's tough shit. I've been working on. I like. I'm not a comedian myself, but I like comedians, and comedy intrigues me. The idea of it and the thoughts behind it.
So what? So you stay here like 24 hours a day in this one spot?
Pretty much so. I mean, I get out of here now and then, but not very often. Most people are quite willing to go to the store for me, but they also know that if they're hungry and I've got food here, they can come over here and get something to eat, or they can get a cigarette from me anytime they want one, or if I happen to have an extra buck or two on me, they can always hit me up for that. Only thing they can't get my drink. No way. My mother, I didn't call her, but then I haven't even seen her in 23 years, so.
Is she alive? She's alive?
I don't even know.
You don't even know? Where do you think she is? If you have a guess.
I have absolutely no idea.
In the city?
I have no idea where she is. She's certainly not here, not in New York City.
No.
No, she wouldn't be here. My father's here. She avoids him at all possible costs.
So what happened? You still talking to your dad? Or?
Oh yeah. I didn't meet my dad till I was about 15 years old. And he turned out to be a real nice guy, and I like him a lot. I have great love and great respect for my father. We don't agree on anything. I mean, our politics are diametrically opposed. And I can't be around him for anything much longer than about 12 hours before I'm ready to kill him, but I do love him, and I do respect him. I ran away from home. I left home when I was 10. I was living with my mom. She was somewhat abusive, somewhat hell. She was extremely abusive. And I got the scars to prove it. But I suppose, you know, as I've gotten older, I've come to see why she was like that. But so I forgive her for it. I'm not going to forget it though. I came to New York at the age of 10. and been here pretty much ever since then. I love it. This is my town. Very few people who are born here actually stay here. You know? New Yorkers all come from somewhere else. No. When you say no stress, forget that.
Okay.
This is a lot more stressful situation than most people would think. In fact, I've got bleeding ulcers. I was hospitalized this past winter after throwing up half the blood in my body. So.
But isn't that your drinking though?
No, it's stress totally.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. In fact, the doctor even told me to cut down on my drinking, but don't stop. He said, because that'll cause you even more stress. And this is what's bothering you right now. So that, and I take medication for it now, which I get from friends, since I can't afford it.
Various herbal remedies.
Huh?
Various herbal remedies.
Oh yes, you know about those, eh? The herbal remedies, they may not be the best, but they're the most fun. Hey, I mean, you know, I'm not hypocritical here. I'm always ready. No, I'm not much of a. I believe all drugs should be legal, but just because I believe they should be legal doesn't mean I like them. I generally am not a real big fan of junkies and crackheads and coke fiends. They just kind of leave me cold. Pill heads, you know, not people I want to hang out with. I don't even like most drunks, and I'm a drunk. But potheads are pretty cool. They're like, well, okay, man. Yeah. All kinds of different cooks I've been. Worked everywhere from greasy spoon diners to high-class restaurants. And everything in between. I may be the only white guy in New York to actually cook at a Chinese restaurant. Oh boy. Oh. The stomach again. I think it's about time for my medication, my ulcer medication. It's also time for some more of this medication. Let's do it. Believe me, I'd be happy to accept the middle class bourgeois life. You know, give me a house and a VCR and a TV and a CD player and all that kind of good like stuff. That. Right, exactly. I'm gonna object? Hell no. You know? Yes, give it to me.
On the homeless.
The problem here is
assholes.
The major thing. Everyone thinks of homelessness as, the horrible thing is, you're out there in the elements and, you know, it's cold and you get rained on. And that's not the worst part of it. The worst part of it is not having a door to close so that you can tell people, no, I'm not home. There's nobody here, go away.
Oh, so you're not homeless, you're houseless, right?
Exactly. No, it's my neighborhood. I live here. It's my home.
The Lower East Side man.
Oh yeah, this is my home. This is it. And I will probably die here, although I don't plan on that being any time, except for maybe about 100 years from now.
I know you.
I plan on outliving everyone I know and pissing on their graves. I'll pour beer on yours, how's that?